I was gonna go live directly onto Patreon, and maybe I should did that, but with the way my connection has been here lately, I don't know. It's like going in and out, in and out. But let's see what we can do. So this is an exclusive read. Only Patreon will get it. It will not be released to Facebook ever. So unless you are one of my patrons, you will never see this reading. This reading was voted on, and it was the message that Spirit wants to give you that you don't know. Something coming that you don't see. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle live. So I'm hoping that my connection will maintain itself while I do that. You're going to choose between 3 piles. Each one's going to be represented by a card from the Hero's Journey Oracle, which I'm shuffling right now. So you will select from the cards when I show them to you, and then I have 3 decks of cards here: a tarot deck, an astrology deck, and a moon deck, that will give you an idea of something that is coming your way right now, possibly in the next few days, that you don't see coming. Okay, in this way you can kind of prepare for it. You could get into the vibration of it, because we are going to be going into Mercury retrograde soon. However, we're already in the shadows of it, so you might already be feeling communication issues, translation issues, computer issues, technology issues, and things like that. So this will give you a way to kind of harness that energy. I'm trying to get that white light off my face, but this will give you a way to harness that energy and make it work for you, because people tend to always be afraid of Mercury retrograde. Sorry about that. I can't get rid of it. Okay, I don't know if that's spirit or just reflection. But anyway, people tend to be afraid of Mercury retrograde. And in this tribe, we don't fear it. We work our way through it. Remember, there's still full moons and new moons that come through that time period. And there's still ways to manifest the things that you want and to work with the issues of communication. To me, it should be a way to show you how to fine-tune communication, being that Mercury was the god of getting messages around. So I would say lock in on that vibe. Lock in on Elegua, who also is a Yoruba deity messenger, who keeps the paths clear in the communication between the upper light beings and us humans, nice and open. And I think if we focus on the area of communication, clear communication, and avoiding any communication that's going to be toxic. Wow. Okay, they said that's enough shuffling. Then we should be okay. All right, I'm going to split it one more time. All right, so pile number 1 is going to be represented by, wow, you've won the lottery. Make room for wonderment. I'm drawn to this one. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. Well, actually, it was the flu, but I'm good now. So that is pile number 1. Pile number 2. Stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. Boy, I feel drawn to both of them so far. I'd love to hear which ones you guys chose. Please feel free to write it in the comments on Patreon. All right, so that's pile 2. Where can I put this? Because I rearranged my desk now, so. Okay. And pile number 3, discover your superpower. Access 100% of your mojo. These are 3 great cards. So these are, this is going to be the cards that give us the advice at the end of your read. Okay. So let me put this to the side. I'm going to start first with the moon deck. So if you were drawn to you won the lottery, make room for wonderment, pile number 1, this is your reading. Like I said, I'm shuffling live. I hope that the internet gods work with me today. I know that they will. I know y'all gonna get this reading because y'all need to receive it. We all need to receive it. It looks like I'm going to keep getting frozen. I don't know why it keeps stopping me. If this continues, then I'm going to just scrap this read and just record it via Zoom and then have to upload it and to YouTube and then upload it to you guys, which just means the process takes a lot longer. But whatever way I got to do it. So we're going to keep going for now. So, or I won't scrap this because this was good. This was good. And what I'll do is I'll just include this in your Patreon, on your Patreon page. All right. So full moon in Taurus for power number 1, it says to detoxify. So I feel like there's a need to get grounded and connect to Mama Earth and just release some energy and negative things that you got going on in your body. Maybe you are eating bad. You're not eating the right things for your body. Maybe you're smoking. Maybe you're drinking a little too much, overindulging, and you're not taking time to cleanse. Maybe you're around people whose energy is toxic and you need a break to pull away. But when you're told to detoxify, it really means it's time to cleanse. Time to clear your energy from the inside out. So that's your first thing that you need to do. Maybe your physical or your mental or your emotional will have a poor reaction in the next few days to things coming in because of all the clutter of stuff that is in your vibration that you need to clear out. Let's see astrologically what's going on, and then we will pull the tarot. These are quick things, little messages. So hopefully, it brings some clarity to you as far as things that are coming that need to be taken care of in order to be open to this. These cards that we are selecting from, to me, are showing what is coming in and what we need to do in order to harness it. All right, so let's see. We got House of 10, the 10th house in the zodiac. That is the house of Capricorn. That's the house of building enterprises, building your kingdom, ambitiousness. It has a lot to do with your career. So it says structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So I do feel like your career is going to play a major part in the next few days. That perhaps you're going to accomplish things that you did not think you were going to accomplish, or your accomplishments are going to be recognized in the next few days. You're going to see what your life mission really is. I feel like that's coming in under this new moon's energy that we're still under the influence of. I think with some discipline as far as what you keep in your energy and what you get rid of, that will help ground you. That will help keep you receptive and open to the things that are trying to come in. But yes, there's a major focus on your career at this time, my Power Ones. That is one of the things that are coming in. Perhaps you need to release toxic environments or jobs that are not fitting you at this time. That's a side note. Not for everybody, if it resonates. Or there's things that you need to do within yourself so that you can be ready for this that's coming in, because I see life mission clarity coming through and you being really recognized for things that you've done that maybe you felt people overlooked. Yeah. I see your wisdom also playing a major part. Maybe you're going to get called on or get a contract to do something that someone feels you're very knowledgeable on, very wise about, and very caring. I do see that you are seen as somebody who is very heart open and giving. Okay, you may get recognized for that as well. So let's pull, I'm going to pull 2 tarot cards to give you another idea of what could be coming in that you don't see. And then we'll get to your advice. Okay. First card we have is the Empress. So yeah, you are going to be feeling very creative in the next few days. You're going to be really feeling like very fertile with ideas. And maybe if you want to have a kid, that too, because the Empress can represent that as well. So be careful if you don't. But I'm really getting more in your career that you are going to be now in your Empress energy, and people are going to see it and recognize it, whether you are a man or a woman. I'm sorry, I looked up and I saw 1111. So take that as an angel number sign and confirmation that, yes, you are stepping into your Empress vibration in the next few days. People are seeing it, recognizing it. I feel like perhaps you're someone who felt like you weren't being recognized or seen maybe the things that you've done, accomplishments, things with your career. Maybe your mission in life hasn't been clear, but in the next few days, you're going to see some clarity. And then we have the Page of Wands. Yeah. So some kind of message is coming to you that's going to get you excited. Something maybe you worked on, you're going to start to see it grow. Someone is going to reach out to you with an opportunity that is going to really excite you. And I think will be perfect for you, my pal number ones. You're going to feel like you've won the lottery. So let's get to your advice for make room for wonderment. And I do feel like you're being advised to make room for these miracles that are going to be coming in and coming your way. But I like to go to the book for the advice cards and get a little bit more insight. So it says, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. That's a quote by Melody Beattie. The message of this card is, if you think about it, you have an unending list of things for which to be grateful. In fact, if you could really see, you'd fall to your knees in absolute wonderment at the blessings in your life. The secret to having more isn't in strategizing on how to get the green grass on the other side of the fence. Radical gratitude is about beholding the miracle of the grass growing on your side of the fence. To rise to a higher level, you may even add your challenges and struggles to your gratitude list. With radical gratitude, you realize you are more abundant than you ever could have imagined. You've already won the lottery. You may have thought radical gratitude would be a threat to your ambition, a bucket of ice on your fire to achieve more. This is not so. Gratitude is magnetic. It will bring you the best things in life and give you even more to be grateful for in a never-ending upward spiral of awe. And your mantra for the next few days, my pal number one, should be, I am an attractor beam, magnetic to the best things in life. I think that is a great read. And I'm going to wrap up pal number one with that. Let's move on to pal two. Those that were attracted to, stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. And I feel like these readings are going to piggyback off of each other. So feel free to choose all three pals. I really do feel like my patrons who are attracted to this exclusive reading, every pal is going to have a different message for you. Or it's going to piggyback off of the last one. So stand up and be recognized is giving me 10th house energy, like, you know, your accomplishments and things being noticed, but you having to really realize that you've arrived, for others to realize you've arrived. I think you spent a lot of time being humble, my pal twos, a lot of times just doing what you do and, you know, keeping it moving. And now spirit is like, no, stand up behind what you've been doing and be recognized for what you've been doing. And don't look for anybody else to inspire you. You are the inspiration. Inspire yourself, okay, to stand up and be recognized for what you've already accomplished. You've done so much. I feel that from my pal number twos. And I do feel like that recognition is coming in the next few days. But let's see what the moon deck also has to say. All right. Believe in your good luck. First quarter moon is Sagittarius. I do really feel that if you believe in your luck, do you realize how much you've overcome? My pal twos, I feel like you've gone through a lot of shit. And you've been very lucky. And that luck extends from the Most High and comes from the universe supporting you. You have the support of the universe. The hand position she is in or he is in is of universal light. So not only do you send that out, but you call it in. And you are very protected in the work that you do. And believe it, you are lucky. You do get a lot of blessings coming your way. Others may look at and say, how the hell did that you are protected, you are covered. Okay. I do feel like first quarter moon in Sagittarius will be significant. So probably sometime in December, you will really be at your peak where you'll be like, wow, I made it through a lot and here I am where I've always wanted to be, standing up and being recognized. But I do feel that that recognition is coming in quicker than December. It's just that in December is when you'll have a moment to breathe and say, wow, you know, I'm here. I have arrived. All right, let's see what the astrology cards have to say. I'll take that. We have the second house, house number 2. House 2, the second house, is the second house is of value, of gain. It's the house of Taurus. So it has a lot to do with money. Straight up. So already I feel like you're going to have some money come in. But first you have to recognize your self-worth. You have to not undersell yourself. You have to set your price and your boundaries. And once you are clear in your self-worth, sorry, I think I got cut off for a minute. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Wow, everything that I'm saying is coming up on the cards. I do feel like your prayers are being heard, that now you are starting to realize you're worthy of everything that comes your way. I do feel like the universe is sending you like some extra luck. They're going to show you there's something that, some kind of message, maybe it's going to come through bird. No, in that moment, like that's a message from the divine. That was divine intervention right there. Or, you know, just showing me I'm here, I'm present with you. Okay. You're going to feel very safe in the next few days when it comes to finances and when it comes to just overall having the support of the universe. Wow, great. Let's look at your tarot, my pal twos. You guys are in the money in the next few days. You're in the money. All right, let's see what else you got coming in that you don't see. And the cards here already. 9 of Swords and the Chariot. So maybe you have been stressing, my pal twos, up at night. Maybe you're overthinking things. You're worried about stuff. I feel like you carry a lot of worries and concerns that are not your own. A lot of burdens that exist because you've taken on the stresses of other people. And that is coming to an end. With the Chariot here, there's something coming in very quickly to flip that stress. And I do feel like it has to do with finances flipping. Okay, maybe you worried about finances. Maybe you worry about the people you have to take care of with your income. And the Chariot is something moving you forward or something coming towards you quickly. So either you're about to move to something better, are going to find a situation coming to you very quickly that's going to show you how lucky you are and bring that money in. All right, that's really amazing. So let's see your advice. Stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. And let's see what the book says this message is. Okay, so the quote is by Henry David Thoreau, and it says, I learned this at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. And that's all about the power of manifesting. All right, the message. In the dance of life, sometimes you move toward your purpose, sometimes you move away. And when the stars align, you receive your reward. Outward recognition of an inward quest can be a jubilant affair, and yet it can be its own challenge. If you've been focusing on the essence of the quest itself for its own sake, not for the applause, ask yourself what you shall do with your ego during this time of recognition. There is nothing wrong with your ego getting a pat on the back because it has come through. This recognition is code for resonance. It says that what you stand for rings a bell in people's hearts and inspires them. The best part of this privilege is in being an inspiration for others to either join your quest or to reach deep within themselves and find their own raison d'etre. Okay, that was French. And I hope I said that right. So expect some awards, some recognition coming in, and you don't hold on to it because you feel like way or you need to do other things with it. And your mantra is, I am a powerful giver and receiver of recognition. Say that out loud. I am a powerful giver and receiver of recognition. Don't just always be the one recognizing someone else's hard work. Okay, you put in some work too. And yes, your ego played a part in the back seat so that you could shine, and it deserves to get some recognition as well. That's something I actually struggle with personally, where I felt guilty anytime I was getting recognized for anything. And I think when I was younger, I was more open to it. I was always getting awards. And then as I got older, I started to feel as if the word humble got beat into me to the point where I was not really using it in its right sense. And I started to believe humble meant deserving of much but not getting it, and just doing what you do just because you love to. And now I'm realizing that's not what humble means. Humble means receiving those rewards and those gifts and those blessings and being recognized for what you do, but at the same time not allowing your ego to take over the wheel, okay, in light of this recognition. Still remembering that you are a child of source, and that source is working through you so that you can manifest these things. You don't think divine deserves some kind of accolades and recognition? Had to look at it that way for me to be like, okay, you know what? It's time to stand up and be recognized. And that's what I got for you, my pal twos. I'm going to move on to the last pal, which is pal number 3. Discover your superpower. Access 100% of your mojo. So my pal threes, maybe you are not using all of your gifts, and in these next few days, you are going to be advised to start to tap in. It's card number 33, which is a master number as well for manifesting some amazing things. Let's see what else you got coming that you don't see, or that you should be seeing and doing. We'll start with the moon cards. New moon in Leo, shine. Wow, that goes right in line with everything. So in the next few days, you are going to be given opportunities to shine, to maybe renew the way you have been seen and in the world, in your family. No longer dimming your light. I just said a whole thing about being humble, and this is straight up saying shine. So there's nothing wrong with shining. There's nothing wrong with standing up and being recognized. And there's nothing wrong with recognizing your little lottery, be it big, be it small, and having gratitude for everything that you have. I feel like there'll be a light shining on you for the next few days. Either you're going to feel very light, or you're going to feel like all eyes are on you. And you know, social media can help with that as well. Perhaps you'll put up a post, or you put up a picture and you feel like, wow, got a lot of recognition, a lot of people looking at it. This is your time to shine. Don't dim your light for anybody or anything. And that's directly what I'm hearing you need to know in this moment. Say your piece, say what you feel, keep it moving, do what you got to do for you, and shine. All right. When I see a field of sunflowers, it makes me just think of someone who leans towards the sun, someone who is just radiant and beautiful, someone who's a giver. Sunflowers give back. Their seeds give nourishment. And I do feel like you're calling in your tribe of others who are finding that they need to step into the light and shine as well. You rarely see a sunflower just by itself unless somebody planted it in or pulled it up from where it was from. A field of sunflowers is always in full abundance. So I do feel like you are going to be shining with a group of people, or they're going to assist you in bringing out that inner light. So what else we got for you astrologically coming through? We have Gemini. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. I just talked about your tribe coming through, and this card here is talking about networking. So I do see a change coming through, a big transformation in the people that are in your circle. The people that are around you are going to be shifting. Maybe you have your 2 main peoples, and then everything else is going to be new. It's going to be a lot of networking with new people. I do see you overcoming challenges with this mountain being here. But I do feel like the mountain is going to be a challenge that you learn from, that you grow intellectually from. And I do see your curiosity being opened up in different ways in the next few days that you don't see coming. turning you towards things that maybe you never thought about being interested in before. Just sparking you to try new things, to go to new places, to meet new people, and like-minded people on top of that are going to be able to assist you in shining and doing your thing even more that you're supposed to do in this world. Possibly helping you tap into your superpowers and fully access it. So let's see what else we got coming for you, my Power Threes, that perhaps you don't see coming. Let's do one more. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So when you see the Ten of Swords, it's usually somebody who feels like they have been betrayed. They've been wounded many, many, many times. However, they are still standing. They are still rising up. They have not let all these swords in their back stop them from their goal and what they are trying to do or what they want to do and what they mean to do. You see all these swords have heads on them. It's like people. It looks like little people in her back. So perhaps all of these people, maybe you feel like you've had a lot of people who you trusted do you dirty. So it makes you a little hesitant in calling in a new tribe, in networking, in being curious about other people. But Spirit is coming through to say you're still standing for a reason. Apply what you learned from these situations where people showed you who they truly were. And with the Eight of Pentacles here, get ready to reap all you've sown. With the Eight of Pentacles, you are a great talent at what you do or whatever it is you're involved in. Your fields are growing. You are about to reap all you have sown. Okay? It's growing now. You're seeing the fruits of your labor, or you will in the next few days, and maybe you didn't expect it, but these things are going to be healing for you and encourage you to shine even more because you're going to realize, hey, I can do it. In spite of people that did not want to see me succeed, I'm succeeding. I'm successful. In fact, claim it. I'm successful. Okay? Discover your superpower. Access 100% of your mojo is your advice card. Beautiful card on top of that. And let's see exactly what it is that Spirit wants you to know. So the quote from this card is by Jacob Nordby, and it says, if you ever meet someone brave and powerful enough to walk with you directly through your most unconscious wounds and shadow caves, someone with the stupefying courage to see through the chinks of your armor and then help you take it off, love them. Because they have done something for you which is impossible to do alone. They will show you the treasure you've been seeking all your life. And they can do this because they aren't afraid of your fear. That's deep. And it has a lot to do with you working with other people and being involved with people who will help you to shine and bring out your inner light and discover your superpowers like I literally had just said. Okay. So the message is you are infinitely powerful, wise, strong, and blessed. Yet you've only taken conscious ownership of about 5% of your natural inheritance. Without realizing it, most of your power has been relegated to your shadow cave. As a kid, you may have been shunned, teased, ostracized, or spanked for demonstrating certain behaviors or feelings. Consequently, you labeled those characteristics bad and deleted them from your playlist. But nothing is ever truly deleted. It's just disowned for a while and relegated to a cloud or cave. Eventually, the biggest, scariest shadow is your superpower in disguise. When anything that has been cut off escapes from your shadow cave, it will lunge forth with fangs if given a chance. Instead of trying to outrun it, quicken your transformation by standing still and exploring what is worthy and noble about these aspects of yourself. If you can't do this on your own, invite an ally to hold your hand as you discover the beauty and usefulness of your shadow. As you do this, you will find your shadow is no longer a shadow, but mojo that can now empower your quest. So you do need to look into your shadow, and if you need some assistance, well, my 5-month program has closed its doors, but I'm here for you, my patrons. Hit me up. You can still book readings. Only you guys can. And my 5-month program people. But Yes, it is about joining forces with someone who can help you remove your armor, see through your fear, and step into your light and shine, and really become one with that superpower, which is you. Okay? Your mantra for the next few days is, with curiosity, I discover the treasures of my shadow and let them empower me. And on that note, I'm going to end this reading before YouTube continues to kick me off. I hope that this really helped you guys in some way, shape, or form. It helped me open me up to some stuff. I have a fly in here that's annoying me, but I was able to not even focus on it. This reading was so good. I'm sending y'all peace, love, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Love y'all.